Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Now today we're going to be taking a look at a scenario where Germany wins World War II. Now previously we talked about how Germany would win World War I, but this time we're going to take a look at how Germany would win World War II. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we see German troops enter Poland and they get to eastern Poland here, and it is around about this time that we see, another member joining, and that member being the Soviet Union. So we begin to see Soviet troops enter eastern Poland, and with that, it is then the complete collapse of Poland as we see Polish and Soviet German and Soviet troops enter from both sides. Now, we're going to have to look at this peace treaty, and I'll be back when it's done. Alright, so in this peace treaty, we see that Germany has annexed most of Poland, and that the Soviets have also taken some of Poland as well. But we also see a puppet in Poland. Now, interestingly, anyway, interestingly, in Asia, we see that Japan is on the move in Asia, and they are kind of like pushing into China. Now, historically, this went well, and in this scenario, it is no different. So here we have Japanese troops pouring into this area, and they also begin pouring in from the north as well. And they eventually meet up here, where they encircle these troops and kill them. Oh, I guess eliminate them. Anyway, they make a landing from Taiwan into here, and this goes well, and they link it up with the other invasions. Now, Japan in this scenario is really using its tactics here. They are blitzing a lot of China, and at this point in time, yeah, it's kind of obvious. They capture this land here, and that will do it for Asia. Now, meanwhile, in hang on a second. So, meanwhile in Europe, we're going to take a look at a few things. Now, I'm not really used to Ibis Paint yet, so I'm going to pause. I'm going to bring you back when I'm done with my little changes. Now, we're back, and another thing is going to happen, and that is the Soviet preparation for war against Finland. Now, in our scenario, the Soviets lose to Finland, but in this scenario, they're going to prepare, as they, need time to prepare. But anyway, on the Western Front here, we see actually no action. Yeah, because, it's still the same. But we see Germans, they're going to, I guess, whoa, bro, that was crazy. But yeah, the Germans are going to, I guess invade Norway. Right, bro, again. Right, hang on. Right, I think I've got it right. Hang on a second. There we go. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stop messing around. Alright, bro, are we serious right now? Anyway, we are going to see that Germany is going to, I guess, invade Denmark. Whoa! Oh my god, bro! Right. Anyway, as I was saying, Germany is going to invade Denmark, and yeah, that kind of goes, yeah. Anyway, they land in Oslo and they spearhead upwards, and they captured this bit. Now, because Norway is, of course, very mountainous, the Germans will actually use their own navy, and they make landings here, and this allows them to cut off troops here. Now, eventually, what the hell was that? Bro, are you for real? Anyway, eventually, we do see the complete fall of Norway as, yeah, that's kind of a thing. Yeah, this isn't occupied by Germans, but it does fall. Now, the reason why this is staying coloured is because historically Britain, kind of, took control of it. Now, on the Eastern Front, we also see the fact two new people will be joining the Allies because Germany is invading them, and that will be none other. Bro, again, bro, I swear this always happens when I colour in the fucking border. Right. Anyway, we see the new addition of Belgium and the Netherlands and their colonies. Now, in this scenario, these countries didn't last long. Historically, the countries didn't last long. So, in this scenario, it's going to be no different. However, yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say, but yeah, and if I get any comments saying that like I could do this off camera, it's like, bro, no, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered pausing the video. I'm too lazy, bro. I'm too lazy to freaking pause the video, pause the recording, I guess, and of course, like, bruh. I'm too lazy to pause the recording and actually do something. But yeah, anyway, with this we see, well, yeah, I mean that's kind of to be expected. Now over here we do see them, do that, and then they capitalize on it, and they begin to blitz into France, and France, Italy will also declare war on the Allies at this time, and France will fall to the Germans. Now, I'm going to pause the recording again, and this time I'm going to be doing a peace treaty. Oh, not peace treaty, but basically the surrender thing. So I will be right back with you guys. Okay, now we've taken a look at this treaty here, and well, it isn't finished, which means I'm gonna have to go back to it again because I'm a complete dumbass. But this time I will definitely be done with the treaty next time. Hang on. Right, finally, I'm done with the treaty. Bro, that took me so long. But meanwhile, in Asia, we see, we're actually gonna see, whoa, whoa. Oh my days, bro. As I was saying, we can see continuous pushing against China. Now, is an interesting event here. In the peace treaty, yeah, 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 that's yeah. So using this to their advantage, they can now blitz more into China, and yeah, they did go into Burma, but we don't talk about that, trust. Now, this front is kind of stalemated, because, I mean, look how wide the front is. So, we're actually going to move on to a different event. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, right, so the African campaign. Now, these colonies are going to fall over to Italy quite quickly. Free France exists, yes, I don't know. But we will see, of course, Italy begin to push across Egypt. Now, it is at this point that, of course, we see bro, hang on. We will see the Italian invasion of Greece in just a second. But yeah, now historically, of course, bro, the Italians struggled, and this ended up delaying Operation Barbarossa, and thus, of course, well, resulting in Germany's defeat. Now, here, we're going to see the Italians push a little bit, and they're going to ask for a little bit of German help. Because in this timeline, they are going to be not so. They're going to be confident, but they're not going to be overconfident, if that makes sense. So Germany understands this and decides to recruit some people into the that's kind of a thing. Now, Yugoslavia accepts this request, but then 3 days later they reject it. So they will be being blue for this. Yeah. Now, this is a very big mistake from Yugoslavia, as, I mean, bro, this is literally all your neighbors, bro. What are you doing? So, yeah, I don't, yeah, that, and with that, we see the fall of Greece, and this calls for another peace treaty time, which I will see you in a second. I am back after a long time, and we actually saw the second Vienna Award here, where Hungary gets a bunch of land and Bulgaria got a small bit of land. Now, in this peace treaty with Yugoslavia, we see the complete collapse of the state, as, well, yeah. I mean, what did you expect? Anyway, we will actually be taking a look at something. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My mum called me. Now, let's get back into it. So Russia, has been mobilizing against Finland for quite some time now, and, well, here it is. So, without warning, well, of course, they must have sent their demands first, and Finland has rejected. Now, these troops will be crossing the border, and basically, we will actually see the Soviets doing far more progress here than they ever did in real life, and we will actually see them cut the country in two, which then leads to complete annihilation of Finland, and we will see them actually capitulating. Now, in this peace treaty, hang on, if we just delete that. Yeah, okay, right. So in this peace treaty, we will see that, yes, we're actually going to do an on-camera peace treaty. Now, in this peace treaty, bro, now, as I was saying, in this peace treaty, we will see that the Soviets will annex the desired areas, and basically, we'll actually see something interesting. I'll show you in a second what they do with Finland. Now, the rest of Finland will actually become a communist puppet. Now, why would the Soviet Union do this? I guess it's to counterbalance the fact that, well, the Germans have all this, right? So I guess it's for that. But anyway, back on this front here, we actually see something, quite, interesting here. Okay, maybe not that. Whoa, okay. So we will, hang on a second. So we will actually see, Soviet troops enter China in a massive betrayal. I mean, it's not really a betrayal, but see, there were communists over here, as we know, the communist Chinese in real life. They kind of sided with the Republic of China, forming the Chinese United Front. Now, unfortunately, the communists have been overran and they've had to flee. Now, the Soviets have, I guess, contacted communists in China, and yeah, um, um, Russia has decided to aid communists in fleeing Japanese wrath. And speaking of Japanese wrath, we will actually see the complete capitulation of China, and yeah, that's like literally the final blow. Now back over here, we actually see a new member joining the Axis here, and that will actually going to be Turkey. Now, Turkey is an interesting one. Seeing the overwhelming success of the Allies, they're going to join. Now, the Allies have actually they have actually taken over Syria and Lebanon, and bro, they've actually taken over Syria and Lebanon, and with and oh yeah, and also Iraq, because I think Iraq did join the Axis in IRL World War One, World War Two, I mean, and yeah, so we will bro. Alright, anyway, like I was saying, we will actually see, okay, right, right. Basically, we will see that Ottoman troops will enter. Oh my god, I can't call them Ottoman. It's Turkey, right? So they will begin to enter Iraq and basically fully take it. Because the Allies are not expecting this, right? So they take Kuwait as well, and they begin to push into Jordan, and of course Israel. Now they get to the Suez, and this is where the British start, panicking, because they have Italy on this side and Turkey on this side. Now, meanwhile, over in Free France, I meant Vichy France, we will see that they are trying to take out basically any Allied resistance in um, bro. any Allied resistance here. And we see that they actually do a surprising good job. And they even push into Nigeria. I have no clue what's happening here. It's some sort of like overlay. I think I've put something on the wrong layer, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, this is basically what they do. And they also push into Chad as well, and that will, of course, Free France, they don't have unlimited resources like everyone else does. So yeah, it's kind of going to be hard for them to do that. But anyway, we continue to see Italy being successful as we see them cross over here into Egypt from the south here, and they actually will make a daring opportunity to they basically want to cut off the Nile at the center, and so they begin sending their troops up, but they get stopped because this is kind of hard to maintain. Yeah, Cyprus is also captured. Anyway, now the Allies have reported increasing German dominance in the Arctic. Now, what could they possibly be doing in the Arctic? Oh, oh. Now, this is highly unrealistic because, I mean, bro, come on. I mean, yeah. So this doesn't really go far, but they do take over Iceland. Now, this immediately catches the British off guard because, bro, whoa, that is not acceptable. But for now, they're going to have to deal with it, and yeah. Anyway, while the Germans are dealing with that, Japan, well, they are going to do something quite interesting here. They have noticed that the British are tied down fighting over here in Africa and Europe, so they will take advantage of that. So immediately we see Japanese troops enter this region of India, but they will also begin to enter Burma. Now they will cross down here and they will go down this panhandle type thing, and they will also do something very interesting. They will go ahead and forcefully, I guess, coup d'etat these guys. Well, it's Thailand. And we will see that they use this. Okay, we will see that they use this to their advantage, and they will do that. Now we also see that the Japanese capture this strait, and they push down into Sumatra. They go ahead and land in the coastal Borneo. They push up, sweep through Malaysia, and they capture Borneo in a few weeks. They then immediately go over to this island where they see immediate success, and they start having rapid success, especially in Southeast Asia. And they land actually in Papua New Guinea. Well, I guess West and East New Guinea. And they actually get to this, which is kind of funny because this is historically accurate. Anyway, we see Japanese troops marching up towards the border of India, and they also march a little bit into India, but they don't really go far because they know that's testing their limits. But meanwhile, in Africa, we do actually see this battle happening. I think it's the Battle of Luxor. I think Luxor is around about here anyway. But yeah, this basically seals it for Egypt, and yeah. So with this free front now stored up, they can begin pushing south and chasing them out of Africa. Now, on this front, we also see them linking up with these guys over here. And in Nigeria, we actually see them pushing really well. And well, yeah. So don't ask me what's going on with this. I don't know either. So they will begin to push into Cameroon as like literally their forces are like aimed east. I mean, and they will push into Cameroon, and we see that this major success is catching the attention of Nazi Germany, back in Europe, and they want success as well. So they will keep going, and I'm just gonna say that this falls over because if I didn't, then we would be here forever. Anyway, with this now secured and with Britain boxed in, we see the Battle of Britain commence, and this lasts only probably 6 months before German troops cross the Channel and into southern Britain. With this, we see them gradually push up into northern England. They also push up north here, and they even go as far as landing in Scotland. And we see the complete collapse of the British Isles. Now, this is actually a perfect way to leave this video here. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And I will be doing part 2 either today. No, not today. Maybe tomorrow. But I will see you guys then. Goodbye.